Hey guys, Steve from Suspended Ceilings Queensland here, back with another end user ceiling tile review. Today we're going to rock out with an Armstrong fine fissured. So RH99 is generally how it will appear when you see a request for that particular tile come up. So I'll have a bit of a yarn about it. We'll have a quick talk about Armstrong. So they've been around a long time. So they're certainly not new players in the market when it comes to ceiling tiles. So these guys know what they're doing. They have a very interesting ceiling grid that they run as well, with a bulbous design on it to hold it. Which I'll do a review on that at another time. So we've got different edge types available in the fine fissured. So square, tegulated, different size formats. So quite flexible. So it is an entry-level tile. So it comes in at an NRC of 0.55 as advertised on this sample here on the back. So which is definitely entry-level. However, most people want an entry-level value for money ceiling. So it is normally I'm installing value ceilings over really expensive high-end ceilings. So anything that's in that bottom end is always up for consideration when you're putting in a new ceiling. Okay, so painted tile. So we're going to a couple of we'll look at some negatives, and then we'll look at a couple of positives. Negatives are pretty much across the board with every mineral fibre tile. So these babies, they're not going to like water. They're going to stain. They're very susceptible to damage. So if you knock them around or anything like sporting centre, anything where there's activity going on, martial arts studio, throwing swords in the air, who knows? But hopefully most people are only using this thing in their office, and it doesn't matter. So you've got damage to worry about, water to worry about, and it's a painted surface. So that painted surface does mark very, very easily. And just something to bear in mind that whenever you're working with that, clean hands. So at a later date, when you're changing lights, adding a couple of speakers in the ceiling, whatever those tradespeople need to be very, very careful not to mark your tiles, or it looks terrible. Look, professional tradesmen generally are very, very good, but it's just something that you have to take into consideration. On the flip side of the coin, we'll switch over to positives. Is that pretty much every negative that I just said, it can be offset by the fact that it's a value tile and they're fairly inexpensive to buy. So, I mean, if a tile is destroyed, marked, whatever, replacing it's not going to break the bank, and it's not the end of the world. They've been around a long time, so supply is normally very, very good, and hopefully Armstrong will keep the tile in service for a long time to come, because there's nothing wrong with it, and it's a great tile. One thing worth noting, I will note this because it's handy, because not a lot of people do it, is this tile also comes in imperial format straight out of the box. So not many companies can claim that about a ceiling tile. And where that's good is that if you have an existing ceiling, we do a lot of ceiling replacements where we'll replace an entire ceiling, but sometimes the budget just simply doesn't allow to replace the whole ceiling. So what another option is to just replace the tiles only and clean the ceiling grid. So it's fairly common, and we do it all the time. So older ceiling types, for those that know, an imperial ceiling, usually ceilings about over 20 years old, have the chance that they might be imperial, but the two sizes are different. So, and there's not a great number of imperial tiles on the market. I can get my hands on 2 or 3 versus in metric I can get over 100. So there's a big difference. But the great thing is that those tiles, if we have an older area that is imperial, we can put the fine fissured Armstrong tile through there, and we can have the new metric in a metric version. So, and to the unassuming person walking under the ceiling, they don't know the difference because the tile's the same, it's just a slightly different size, and at least we can buy that straight out of the box, which that's good. It saves time and it saves money because we don't have the expense of ripping whole grid systems out, or having to swallow the fact that we've got to have one different tile type here and one different tile type there. So it's great that you can keep it just uniform across the board. So in conclusion, you've got something that's flexible from a long-standing manufacturer. So it's a good product. So if you're in the market for an entry-level acoustic mineral fibre tile that's got plenty of options and longevity. Also has very good warranties when used in conjunction with their own grid. So another consideration if you're putting in a brand new ceiling. Yeah, Armstrong fine fissured. Have a look. It's worth a look. If you want to have a look, I'll be putting more reviews up on other Armstrong products on my channel, and also different competitor options when it comes to ceiling tiles. So just feel free to jump on, have a look, give us the big like and the big thumbs up. Cheers, guys, and take care and stay safe. See you later.